Hi everyone, I am back. Technical difficulties, but I'm gonna keep on going here. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Hi Nikki, thanks for coming back. I'm very sorry. I hope this goes better. I didn't have another choice other than to go out and come back in. All right, so I'm gonna go back a little bit and let you know what I did. Oh gosh, Nikki, I hope everybody else got my point of what I was doing. Hi, Linda. I'm very sorry. I had to end it and go back in, and I'm recording at a lower resolution. So hopefully that will help. So far, so good. Okay, thanks, Nick. So I don't know what you missed or didn't see, but I used this golden medium satin, which I have in a container here for me. And actually, I'm gonna leave it right here because we're gonna need it again. And I have a oh, thanks, Linda. Uh I have a 5x7 little board. And where I want to go back real quick and let you guys know that if you buy these flat canvas boards, these work great and they're very inexpensive. Um, so you can use these. Oh, sorry, Laura. I don't know. I'm so sorry. But you can use the canvas boards. Okay. So what I did was I showed you I used the golden medium satin to get this puppy down here. Now, I want to let you know if you have any run over once you get it on, take a nail file and literally just go around the sides and get rid of any excess that you might have. My last one was a lot worse. This one's pretty good. Um, so that's how I handled my board for my background. Okay. And then the next thing I want to um share with you. Sorry, I'm a little frustrated from what happened there. Um I am just using some scrap paper. Like here's another piece I have that I'm not using tonight, but maybe if we stay on late I will cuz I love this one. But what the whole point is here is just a piece of scrapbook paper, and you can go to Hobby Lobby and find these literally if they're on sale for 15 cents. I'm not kidding you. Um, or 25 cents. And if you're like me, you buy 3 instead of 1 because you don't know if you're gonna mess up. But this is just scrapbook paper in the 12 by 12 that I cut down. And that's what I did with this first one that we did, or that I did. But now we're going to do this one. All right. So I'm going to do something a little bit different with this guy that I didn't do on the first one. Let me get, hold on. I got to do my spinaroo here behind me. Um, this is gesso. They call it an acrylic medium. No, this is not the right one. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm like, that doesn't look right, but they have the same bottle. Acrylic gesso. Now, the reason I want to use this is because it is somewhat transparent. Watch, I won't be able to open it. Oh, man. You guys having fun with me tonight? Yeah. Okay, well, John's not home, so we can't do that. So here's the thing. What do you do if you're in this situation and this happens to you? I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to get your white paint out. And I'm using the DecoArt Americana Snow White paint. And we're going to dry brush. You guys still here? Oh. Okay, we're going to dry brush, so hold on. All right. Okay. So here's how we do this, right? We get into our paint and we just get it dry. And we just go where we think we might want to have some white behind what we're putting on. But if you don't want to cover up, like I love this corner, so I don't want to mess with that too much. You don't need to overdo, so I think that's good. And when you dry brush, as you can see, you can kind of still see through what you've done here. It looks so cool when you do that method. Hi, Gabby. Elaine! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Listen, I just put scrap paper down on top of a 5x7 piece of wood. You can use anything you want for your substrate. So versatile. So I put the scrap paper down that I had, and I'm just dry brushing some white over, which I didn't do on the one I showed. But I think I should have actually get a little down here. I don't want to cover up too much of it. That's my thing. But I wanted to get some white down, which I didn't do on the last one. Where would we go? Oh God, Laura, I don't know. I don't know. I seriously don't know. All right, so if you weren't here, I use a golden medium satin. I don't have the bottle here. It's somewhere here. Don't know where it is, but that's what I'm using instead of Mod Podge. You can definitely use Mod Podge. You can probably use, and I have never tried it, but I've heard if you use Elmer's white glue along with water, that makes an excellent decoupage paste as well. So have at it. All right, so here comes the fun stuff. Now, guys, these are Tim Holtz, and I'm going to be honest with you, the one that is called Typeset, I need a new one, and I had to find it on Etsy today. And there's not that many left. On Amazon, you can get this if you buy it with 3 other designs that you may or may not want. Okay? And then this is the other one that I love, which is botanical. So what I wanna do, this is not gonna be exactly the same. I have to open the botanical. As the one that I was sharing with you, right? This is the one I shared with you. I never put any white down behind this. So if you like the see-through effect right on your background, you do not wanna use, any gesso or I guess my gesso wouldn't open, but any white paint. So, okay, so this comes in a roll, right? This is like tissue paper, and I have something else to share with you about that. Hold on, let me move some stuff. You don't have to do Tim Holtz. You can go and buy any kind of tissue paper that has a print on it. And I did this. Where in the oh my dogs are like, what? I use this tissue paper on here. So you can buy any black or white tissue paper to use as your background. You don't have to use this, but it does need to be tissue paper. You can try decoupage, but it's not as flimsy. The other thing you can do is take the StazOn black ink that's archival and permanent, and you can get a piece of tissue paper, and then you can just stamp your own little design on it, and then you can once it dries, then you can just which takes a hot minute, then you can put it on. Laura, I never thought of that. That's a really cool idea. Old dress patterns from a thrift store. Yeah, totally. All right, so I'm gonna break this up a little bit, and it'll be a lot. And then all I'm gonna do is take my well, I'm gonna decide where am I putting this down. Well, I think where I put the white paint is where this is gonna go down, right? Okay, that's way more than enough. So I'm gonna go over everything here. And then I'm gonna start laying this down. Now, you will see through all of this. And then you just tear it if it's like where you don't want it. And then where did the whole oh, here it is. I'm looking for the whole roll to put it back. Then I have this is the one I was telling you. It's called Typeset. This is what I used on the other one, and I love it. So is this just my night of being pranked? I think it's the full moon, you guys. All right. So here you got to look at what you have, right? And I'm like, I love this so much. This is going to go down right here. And then I really like the numbers too. But I got to here turn that off there. I want to still see my background. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Laura, you hit the lottery there with Linda. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. No. Hold on. Am I good? You gotta go over the top. I think I was only doing the bottom. Duh. You gotta go over the top. And that is how easy that is to get that kind of effect. I mean, easy peasy. I am gonna hit this with heat. I have to go on to our next step. What do you guys think of this? Is it too wild and weird? I have to dry this, guys. I have to. Yay! Sometimes you get a little bugger. You just need to go and try and get it back down. Just keep your brush handy. All right. Okay. I'm not going to go on any longer with this because we're good. All right. So let me get these guys out of the way. And then, the one thing I want to do before I move on is I want to take my StazOn. You can use any, but the StazOn is my go-to archival ink. Now, I lost it was right here. Here it is. Here it is. So I have this big dauber. You can use any kind of dauber that you want. And I just want to get it totally inked up. And you don't have to do this, but I want to add definition around the sides. You see the difference now, what I have on the top versus the sides. So I really want to do that. I know you guys want to get into the cardboard part, but that's coming up next. I promise. So this is our background. And you don't have, like I said, you don't have to do this. Where do you get StazOn brand? Amazon. Or as Nikki said, Hobby Lobby. And it doesn't have to be StazOn. That's my preference because I think it's very easy to work with. You just want to have an archival ink, meaning when it goes down, it's permanent. Okay. So no paint, water, nothing. I mean, it's dry now. I can't even smudge it. I don't even have any on my finger. It dries like superhero fast. Okay. Now, let's get to what I was talking about with the heart. So, where's my other stuff? Holy moly, what a messaroni. We're gonna get a piece of paper. In theory. Hold on one second. Well, isn't that interesting? My heart I did earlier has left the building. This is the rest of my scrap paper that I didn't use. Isn't that pretty? One sheet, and I still have all this left. So I don't know. Those are just the colors that I picked to do this project with. Cracking myself up. All right, let me find a piece of paper. So we'll just do this again. Okay, this one will work. So, lucky for me, my desk is a mess and I can find anything. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to fold this piece of paper in half. Okay? And then we're going, guys, we learned this in kindergarten. It's not hard. We're going to make a heart. Now, this one's going to be way too big, but we can always trim it down. Right? You do half and the other half will come out so that they're equal. And I'm just, remember to curl the paper around your scissors, not your scissors around the paper, which is not always that easy to do. Okay. So let's look and see what we have. We have a pretty darn big heart here. And if I look at this on here, it's going to take up the whole thing. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go around the edges. And this should hopefully be better. Ugh. I don't know about that heart. I think this is the perfect size. Okay, cool. So here's what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna show you how I do the cardboard. So, so I'm just literally gonna trace. I mean, if you want to cut or fold your cardboard, you can. You don't have to do it the way I did it. That's for sure. All right, so okay. This is an Amazon box, by the way. Actually, I think this is a Michael's box. I'm just going to get rid of some excess. But this is where things are going to start to get cool. You got to be really patient when you go around these, and it's going to get really hard when you get to the other side. And I'll show you why in a minute here. Okay. Then let's just start up here and get rid of this. All right, don't throw this away. I want to show you what you can do with that. All right, so this is where it gets tricky for me because I'm a righty, not a lefty. And you have to go like kind of backwards is how your brain is trained. It happened to me this morning when I did the test one. Okay, perfect. So, all right. So this is our heart. Now, this is not, I agree with you, Linda. I would love to know what everybody thinks, but you need the biggies for this one. Not that you were talking about this project, but okay. So whatever side you can find, there's layers in this cardboard. And you just peel off the top layer. I'm sorry that took me a minute to get a hold of. And then you go back in and peel off the top layer of what you didn't get. You can go in and pull off like this middle part, but I actually love that I have some variance in there. So I'm going to plug in my glue gun because we're going to need that in a minute. Here we go. Okay. Red paint. So this is my favorite red paint, and I don't use it often. It's Lumiere Crimson. But this is what I'm going to use tonight. And that's what I used on my one earlier. Oh, is Debbie here? Hi, Debbie. Awesome. Okay. So, Debbie, we just peeled off the outside layer of the cardboard so we could get the corrugated side in here. Now, what I like to do is just go over it. I want plenty of red in here. But what I really like is not covering the whole thing. That's totally up to you. You could paint this all white and then do the red or purple or pink or whatever color you want to use for your project. But I just honestly want it to be red, but still have some of that corrugated cardboard coming through. I don't know why. I just do. And I love it. Okay. Now, I'm going to dry this again. I'm sorry, this comes with a lot of drying. But then where we go from here, this is where we separate the background from the heart or whatever shape you decide to use. This doesn't take long, guys. I'm sorry. And it doesn't have to be all the way dry. And it will smell like burnt wood. I love it. Okay. Now, we have our background, right? Like, look how cool that looks. Oh my God, that looks awesome. Let's put this on here and see. That's going to look so cool. I got red on it. All right. Okay. So let's baby wipe off the back and wherever. Let's just go through here. I did this on my last one and I kind of liked it because I could get some of the paint off and it looked pretty cool. All right. I'm not going to get as much paint off on this one, but that was quite a bit, to be honest. All right. So the next part is, what do you want to do? Okay. So wait, where's my... hold on, folks. Oh, here's what I was looking for. So you can turn it. You could do something else down here. Steampunk vibe. Yeah. Well, we can totally turn this into steampunk easily. And if you ever find steampunk tissue paper, I'm going to actually look for that tomorrow because I think that would be totally awesome, to be honest with you. So we're just going to plant. Well, before we do this, we're going to go back in and we're going to use our black again. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want to have depth and definition to the heart. And I did this on the other one, and I did it on all the other previous ones. You do not have to do this. All right, so I got my stamp pad again, and I want to go around, and I want it to have a dark shadow. I might need a new stamp pad again. I just wanted a shadow here. And I want it to be like, I don't want a baby shadow. I want like a significant one. Because now when you look at this, actually, there's not enough over here. Okay. But this is all cardboard. How cool is that? Okay. Here's my lid. So then you got to think about, would I've ever seen any steampunk tissue paper? Yeah, me either. Linda. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to talk to you about a couple things, because if you don't want to do the cardboard, you can make a heart, right? Look how great that looks. I mean, just don't put the hanger in it. I mean, talk about beautiful. So you can make these kind of backgrounds for your clay. Easy peasy. I have this one too. It depends. It's what you want. And you can also use something little like this. This is the little 3D foil heart. So, but we're going to focus on the cardboard today. So, I think we have this all ready to go. Now, you need like a little bit of twine or like whatever you have. Oh gosh, I went from the wrong end. Huh, so typical, Molly. No, I didn't. I was good. All right. On the other one, here it is. I'm like, where did that thing go? I did 3 pieces on here. I wrapped it around 3 times. I'm not gonna do that on this one because I never have. That was a first time like thing I did, and I didn't like it. We're gonna do 1 strand. Okay. So I am just going to, and I'm gonna go up high. You want to be up high, not so you're overlapping on the where the heart comes down, but you want to be up high. And then you want to put on your finger. Yeah, because I'm going to burn myself while we do this. But you want to put on your finger savers. So you just want to get this down in the hot glue. And then it's so easy. You just wrap around. It's the brother. Oh, this didn't go down? Great. Luckily, that's the back. I don't know why that didn't go down. Okay, so then you just want to take the rest of it and just put him down as well. I wonder if he'll stick to this one, to this glue I just put down. I was gonna do another one. And then you just want to cut them off so you can't see it. So I run into this all the time, but now you have a pretty good location for your twine. Yeah, Linda or Laura, I agree with you. Okay. So dress patterns. Brings me back a long time ago. My mom used to make all my clothes for me and my brother when we were little. All right. So, now it's time to glue this down. I am using hot glue, but I am going to go as close to the edges as I can. Okay. And then I'm just going to put like a bit in the middle. Now, make sure you're like, okay, where am I? Am I going to be centered where I want? So this looks good to me. I have more stamp over here than I do on the other side. But yeah, this is cool. I think. I mean, look how easy that was to get together. Okay. Okay. Maybe next time I'll use a dress pattern so I can be more of the conversation. Huh. You too. I have something else I wanted to show you too, but let me where okay. So in theory I have a key over here. Oh here. Here. All right. So you can use whatever you want. I used a key on the last one. I have a key here. Oh, here it is. Okay. The other thing is you can put the key through your twine before you glue it down. However, I have found that it looks twisted and weird. So, but it's not that bad. It's just, it's my critical eye. Thanks, Linda. I know I am silly. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach that. Hold on. I have to put these away because I just have no room. Okay. So I've attached that to the twine, right? And if you I don't know what to say because usually I let it hang. But then on the other hand, the one that I did before, I actually put a dot of hot glue. Maybe I'll do that now too. Just like a dab so it stays in place. Yeah, I got you, Laura. I'm crazy, Nikki? Or this is? Okay. Or the price for the patterns. I'm like, is Nikki telling me I'm crazy? I mean, I probably am, but okay. So then there's a couple ways we could go here, but the one I want to go with first is putting on. Here's what I'm questioning. So this is what I did with the old one. Not the old, I mean, God, the one I just did. Right? I put these little metal corners on. And then I put a rhinestone in the middle. And I put some patina wax on it. And I'm like, well, they're not standing out. Okay, Nikki. When he said, yeah, crazy, I thought, oh my God, they're talking about me because I'm not looking up there. Let me grab something, guys. I had done this earlier. And what I used was, I mean, you can use whatever you want. This is the cosplay. And it gets so soft. It's almost like using air dry clay, but then you can bake it. So I did some corners, and I don't know if we're going to use these or the metal ones. And by the way, the metal ones should be on my Amazon link. Okay. Because, I've used them before. And you can also buy the metal ones that go around. They're deep pocket. They go right around the corner. And it's so, so cool. All right. So let's see. Last time I was. Okay. I can't read all that right now. All right. So, I think I like these better actually because the other one didn't stand out that much. So I think we're going to glue these down and then we can patina them. Just watch your fingers. I always go like inside of the edge. I don't put it right on the edge, but that's totally up to you. I mean, it's so subjective. So I'm going to put these down here. Oh, I need another glue strip. I think I have enough for this one. Hold on, I got one right here. Oh, Victoria, is that you? Thank you for coming on. We're doing a mixed media piece tonight, not clay. All right. You should see the stuff Victoria does on Ooh La La Art. If that's who's here. I don't know who's here from there, but I'm thinking it's her. Okay. So, crap. There we go. All right. So I have these corners on now, and the thing I want to do, I think I shared with you guys from Prima is the patina green. That is a matte wax. I don't have this in Inca Gold or any of the other waxes that I have. It's me, she says. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy you're here. But I do want to go ahead and patina these with the gold, right? Maybe we can do a little on the heart. I just don't want the heart to be taken away from. Oh, that looks super cool, in my opinion. And then, of course, the key. We want to patina the key. It's like watching romance come alive. Well, I'm really happy with this. I have to say, I got a little hot glue over here I'm not happy about. But, when you're not working with clay, this is an idea that won't cost you a lot of money. I mean, it's cardboard. It's literally just the cardboard that we used. You just peel off that top layer And then you just get some twine and, I mean, I do have clay in here, right? We did the corners with the clay and some decoupage paper. And, this is really little. Like I'm used to doing things a lot larger. So, this has been a little challenging with the size for me. But now we have 2 of them, right? Oh, and I know what I wanna do. So do you guys like how I did the bead chain here? Because I think we're gonna do that here. God, I need to lift up. So it has to have that over here. It just has to. Let me unplug the glue gun. And let me get am I putting you guys to sleep tonight? I'm not my ornery self, am I? All right. So this is what I want to do because it has to be outlined, and I don't. Do you guys want me to use sparkle chain instead? Like the bead chain, bead it. I don't know. Hold on. Nobody asked for this. But I just dropped a whole huge thing. Okay. Do you think I should try this one with rhinestones? I'm sorry, they're very heavy. But I could do rhinestones. Or do you think I should stick with the bead chain? Here, let me show you what it would look like. Can you see that? Okay, you guys have to let me know. Here, I'll try and pick it up. This is what the rhinestones would look like in there. Or I could just do the bead chain like I did on the other one. I don't know. This might be too much. You're referring to like girl human being. Oh, thanks, Linda. Yeah. Yeah. Ball chain. Rhinestones. Debbie likes both. Well, I think I don't know what to do now. I actually, as much as I love rhinestones, think the bead chain, I think the rhinestones are too much for this calmer piece. So I'm going to go with the bead chain. And I'm going to use my diamond glaze, which I put what I had left out of the bottle I spilled. Oh, I didn't measure it. Gosh darn it, Molly. What I spilled, I put into a bottle, and then like a precise one that I love. And then, of course, every time I go to use it, it's clogged. And I don't have a needle small enough for it. Okay, I'm going to take my wire cutters here. And I shouldn't have put any of that down until I measured it out, but we're all good. And this dries so clear, I'm not worried about any leftovers here. Okay. Now we just got to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to flip it upside down. Rich girl. She's a rich girl. Yeah, I wish. All right. So here comes Billy. Mojo's still outside from when I started this, you guys. And it's dark out. I'm such a bad owner. Okay. So here we go again. Let's just get this side down. I think the other dogs are concerned because I left Mo out there. Oh well. He needs to go out. It's not it's only like it was 32 degrees this morning, you guys. It could have snowed. But it didn't. And it's like 50 now, but it got dark out. Okay. So I'm digging it. What else do I want to do? Um, they have made the price on have they really? That's disappointing. Try going to Walmart. See if they have it. We Laura and I were talking about that. Walmart's be surprised what you can get from there, and they ship inexpensively or free and ship right to your door. Okay, so can we get back to this for a minute? And I you know what, Linda, that's very funny about the green. We could just rope it all off with green, couldn't we? Bright green, I think she meant. All right, so here's where we're at. Again, this is a little 5x7 board, but you can use the flat canvases. You can use anything. And then one of the other things I wanted to bring up that I didn't do on this project because I don't have enough time, guys, is you can just save your leftovers, tear it up. If you're on a bigger piece, throw it down, paint it, throw it down, glue it down, and put a steampunk figure on it. Put another key on it. That's what you saw in some of my other pieces. Thanks, Laura. Appreciate it. Victoria ball chain. All right. So I have the hiccups. Okay. So, guys, this is you have a lot of options, and with this one, I didn't do any dry brush with the white behind it, right? I used the metal and patina it. I put in some rhinestones. I could actually put rhinestones on here, and I might do that in the corners. They could probably use some rhinestones, like minimal. But when I dry brush the white behind here, now you can really see that tissue paper better. So I really like it. So I'm very sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. I don't know what happened, but I appreciate you all coming back and not being like she sucks and you just leave me. Cuz I'm pretty good about that. So I don't want that to ever happen, and that's the first time that's really happened to me. But I think I'm happy with these guys. Thanks, Linda. I tried to go through the detail. And I don't know if I should seal this. I don't see. I really like that I'm using the golden satin medium. Because it's satin and it's so pretty, but it's not glossy, like, it's not burning like, shining in your face, which I usually like to use a glossy. I'm all about glossy. So, I think I am gonna add some rhinestones on here. Um, yeah, and this is the other thing, you guys. When you watch me make a lot of my stuff, they're so expensive because of how much it takes to put into them, and that's one thing we all have to kinda consider when we're doing polymer clay. I mean, just to do one heart like this, right? That took a lot of clay. It took a lot of muscle. It took a lot of thinking about, what are we gonna do here? Same with this one, right? They're all handmade. Um, Look at the back. I still love these that they overlap each other. But anyway, um, those are more inexpensive items, and I think these will be as well, which I really need to work on. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to the corners. Thanks, Elaine. I appreciate that. Okay. So I think I'm gonna let everybody go. We've been on a little over an hour. I was gonna try and do something else. Um, but I think I'm gonna save it. Okay. If you guys are okay with that. And then we have these 2 pieces. And the other thing I was thinking is, wouldn't this be cool if you did a heart, a spade, a diamond, and a club? Like, if for somebody, like, if they had a game room or they like to go to the casino, like, wouldn't that be cool just to put 4 of them together like that? So, I don't know. Use your imagination. You can do anything with this. Diana Diana is my best friend in the whole world, and she finally showed up. Diana, I'm ready to get off. You're a late bloomer. Okay. Yeah, Diana is my sister that I never had. I'm so happy you're here, Diane. All right. So I'm going to go. I think we're good. If I missed anything, you guys can let me know. She's laughing out loud. Um so um Diana, I don't even know if you can even see what I'm doing. Um yeah, Diana's eyesight's not that good. But um she's here to support me. Yeah, watch the replay, Diana. Um okay. So guys, I love you all so much. I'm sorry if I was ever out of camera. I have little limited space per usual. But I'm going to hit the road. Okay? Thank you all. Thank you all. I will see you on Monday night. I'm hoping to have my tutorial for the tower posted over the weekend, okay? All right, bye. Love you guys. Bye.